Hey, every BMW blog reader, we are here with Peter Miles, who's the VP of Operations for BMW North America. So we have a couple of questions for you real quick, Peter. First off, obviously 2011 is off to a great start. We're 18% higher this quarter than we were at the same time last year, really hitting out of the park. So what do you attribute to that achievement?
Well, really, it's about product in this business. So it's really Countryman is a great story. So we're up significantly in Mini, as well as BMW, and that's really all about the X3 primarily. But we lead the segment in 5 Series without the 528xi.
Really?
The Z4 is also the leader of its segment.
Love that car.
As well. The 7 Series. So we're actually, most of our products now are new in the last 2 years, and we have obviously a lot more to come in the next couple of years as well. So we've got momentum, and we're getting a lot of demand for our cars.
Fantastic. Now, is BMW on target to hit its 2011 goal of 1.5 million vehicles?
We are certainly on target globally, and I would say we're also on target nationally here in the United States as well.
Okay. Now, does BMW have to become less of an ultimate driving machine to meet that goal? Do you have to diversify things and kind of, mellow the brand out a little bit, or?
No, I mean, you'll have heard people say it a lot. We're an innovative company, so
right.
We're certainly looking to either create segments or do well in the segments that we're in. So we're obviously adding and broadening the product range, but no, there's no dilution of what goes into making the ultimate driving machine. I think you can get in any of our cars and feel that at the seat of your pants.
Fair enough, I would agree. How effective was the Super Bowl ad for the diesels? Have you seen a lot of 335 sales increase from it?
We have. We've certainly seen the demand for diesel going up and up. Both X5D and the 335D are supply constrained now, so we are the biggest X5 or SAV in the premium segment with a diesel engine in it. So we dominate that. And the truth of the matter is, if I could actually get more diesel engines in the X5 to sell, we could sell more here in the US. And I think the people that have been buying and driving those cars, both the 3 Series and the X5s, have really become advocates for diesel and the brand. They're exciting cars to drive.
Oh, absolutely. I just drove a 335 recently. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of torque.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. So what are the legislative issues coming out of Washington right now that BMW is most concerned with, like CAFE with the 35.5 mile per gallon standard, all that kind of stuff? What are the things that are really on your radar?
Yeah, I mean, the tough part is planning for the long-term future, because we know where we are in 2016. But similarly with electric vehicles, currently there's obviously subsidies on those cars. We don't know for how long those will exist, so it's difficult to really know which way the market's going to go, and that all the time is affected by the price of fuel. So right now we're seeing a lot of strong demand for Minis in the US. We had a very strong March. It's a dynamic long-term situation, which means that we're covering all our bases in terms of what's going to become the dominant technology going forward. So whether it's diesel, whether it's petrol, and you see the 4-cylinder engine here with 20% greater fuel efficiency. And a couple of years ago you were looking at that kind of efficiency improvement in a hybrid over a gasoline engine.
Oh, yeah.
Here you have it in a 4-cylinder over a 6-cylinder, delivering more horsepower.
Right, absolutely. Now, what are any further expansion plans for Spartanburg? Are we going to see the X1 show up there at any point?
Right at this moment in time, we've obviously just finished a significant investment in Spartanburg. So at this moment in time, there are no current plans to expand it further right now. We obviously have the flexibility to do that in the long term if we see an opportunity to do so.
Okay, excellent. Now, an interesting thing that BMW has right now is the relationship with Carbon Motors. Have they started requesting the diesels that they're going to be purchasing from BMW yet, or is that still on hold?
I'm not familiar with the details behind that specific project, other than what you've just mentioned, so I think it's too early to say where that relationship's heading, at least from my perspective.
Okay. Now, from BMW's point of view, how is the U.S. automotive market doing in general? I mean, what's the forecast for the next couple of years?
Well, our long-range plan shows consistent growth over the next 10 years, so the U.S. is still going to be an extremely important market to us in the long term, and that's why we bring products that we think will sell well and design and engineer products for the US that will sell well too. So Right now we're tracking at 18% up over 2010.
Wow.
And we expect to see an increase in 2012 over 2011 with the new products that we're bringing.
Right.
In the market generally, we expect to increase year over year going through the next decade. There may be some bumps, of course, economically, but we believe this market's going to continue to grow back to where it was previously.
Excellent, excellent. Peter, thank you so much for your time. It was great.
Thank you.